So today I've been working on this rolly bridge, I'm calling it. I don't know what else to call it. Basically this is three pieces. I printed this tube and I printed it really fast. That's why it looks like that. And I was telling the guys on the forum, I kind of like these lines on here because it reminds me when I worked in a major tool up in Indianapolis. They had these tubes they welded together. They had these spiral weld lines on them, so it kind of reminds me of that. So I'm kind of glad it came out that way. And then I've got these little stick-on lead weights, and they've got this really crazy strong adhesive on the back, 3M adhesive on the back of them. And I initially created 5 bosses here because I kind of wanted it to be tilted over a little bit one direction. And it just wasn't enough. I ended up thickening this up, and when I thickened this up, it kind of changed the parameters of this part and made it's pretty heavy. This is a beefy piece. So I added these other 5 here, and I still might add a few more. I don't know. If need be, I can peel these back off. Might take a little bit of work because they're stuck on really good. But basically what it is just a rack and pinion basically. This gear was printed as a separate part just to make it easier to print. This one was printed separately. And I've glued it on with this EMA weld. And it's sad because the only place you can buy this is the UK. And right now, if I want to buy a bottle of this little bottle would cost me about 40 bucks to get over here. But this stuff, I've tried gluing PLA with all different kinds of glue, and nothing works anywhere close to like this. You just rub some of this on there, rub some on the other part, stick the 2 pieces together, and they're stuck. I mean, I'm putting some pressure on that, and that's not coming off. And like I said, this is PLA. So if you've done any 3D printing and you've tried to glue PLA, you know what I'm talking about. But if you can find this glue right here, EMA Model Supplies plastic weld, this stuff is crazy good. Anyway, this just locks down, and I've got some logs that I've 3D printed here. Got a whole bunch of them that I'll be scattering around this diorama once I get it done. But this just basically sits down right here, and I've got this flange right here to keep it from sliding back and forth. And this is the first run. So if it doesn't work, back to the drawing board. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Make sure I'm in low, yeah. And basically the idea is going to be, there's going to be a wall here. So if you can imagine, something's going to prevent you from entering the ramp right there. And then, what do I have here that I can use? Let's say on the other side, you got another wall coming up over here. So you're going to enter on this side of it, and you have to exit on that side. It looks like I'm going to have to take some weights back off because it just got a little too heavy. Or actually, by the time I got my Trio weights in today, so let's see what this does. Oh yeah, that's going to make a difference. Well, it'd be different if these were on the truck. I'm going to need an exit. Let's see. Let's put this over here. This needs to be heavier. So I'm going to have to peel some weights off of this. So let's see if I can get these back off of here. Test number 2. I'm going to go ahead and just slide these on here just to, I'll wait till I get the truck on. Okay, so I'll probably take these weights off too and just leave it as is, and that'll make up the difference. By the time I get I've got the differential cover I'm putting on the front. I'm putting these on there, and I'm probably eventually going to switch to some kind of alloy axles. I'm not sure, but I'm definitely getting some wheels with the brass rings in them, and that's going to make the biggest difference. Plus, I've got the Mudslinger tires. They were supposed to have been here yesterday. They were supposed to have been here today, but for some reason FedEx seems to think that I wasn't home yesterday and I was home all day. So they had an exception to my delivery saying that I wasn't home, and that's probably what they're going to say again today, even though I haven't left the house for 2 or 3 days. So anyway, that's what I've been working on, and we'll get this lined out and get it working properly. If I have to, I guess I'm not going to have to do anything. By the time I get the extra weights in this thing, these alone are going to make a big difference. But definitely by the time I get the tires on here, this thing should rock over like this and then over like that for when you exit. The only thing I'm worried about is when it comes off. But this doesn't have much sticking out past the tire, so once it comes off the ramp over here, it should clear the body when it swings back up. So anyway, there's the rolly bridge. Hope you liked it.